classmates, drinking buddies, or people from your church or gym. They seem nice, they're friendly. They don't appear to have a plan or share any motives. They're subtle. They blend in, but they will kill your dreams. Because they are the Dream Killer.
Writing another play?
I'm just outlining a few ideas.
You know, I read this article that said less than 5% of plays ever get produced.
Really? What are you doing here?
Oh, just checking out new furniture for the break room, measuring it out. What's this one about?
I really don't like talking about things when I'm first starting on them.
I understand. You don't want to jinx it.
Sort of.
Well, you can tell me. I'm no critic.
Okay, it's just this idea I had about this large family. They get a call that a distant relative with kind of a shady past is...
Move over just a tad.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thanks. Go ahead with your story.
So anyway, this large family, they get a call that a distant relative with kind of a shady past has died, and they're asked if they want to make the arrangements.
Arrangements for what?
For the funeral.
Whose funeral?
The distant relative.
With the shady past.
Right, but nobody in the family knows the guy, so they don't want to make the arrangements.
Could you move over just...
Oh, yeah, sure.
So, then what happens?
Well, one older, kind of eccentric lady in the family, she finds out that the guy was a rich philanthropist and a decorated Vietnam vet. She's got a background in community theater and too much time in her hands, so she decides she's going to put on a big funeral for the guy.
The dead guy.
Right, the distant relative with the shades. Right. So anyway, she starts researching his life, and she finds out that the guy was the president of this big company, okay? But that he'd embezzled thousands of dollars from the company and then donated the money to a Vietnamese orphanage.
Hey, Cheryl, how's it looking?
I think the space is too small for the sofa.
Oh, damn. Hey, Ralph.
Hi, Marie.
Working on your latest opus?
No, I don't write at all.
You know, I read somewhere that only 5% of plays ever get produced.
Actually, it's less than 5%.
Oh, and of those that do get produced, 64% close after the first weekend.
Well, I'm not even really worried about that.
So what's the new one about?
It's about a Vietnam vet who's a distant relative of a family with a shady past. He dies, and the family's going to do the funeral. This one old lady in the family, she decides to do it, and she's a philanthropist, and she discovers he embezzled from a Vietnamese orphanage.
No, he doesn't embezzle from an orphanage.
We can take a couch and we put it in at an angle?
That might be interesting.
So how's this guy die?
He gets impaled on punji stakes while fleeing the Vietnamese police in the jungle.
What?
I like that.
Well, he has to pay a karmic price for embezzling from the orphanage.
No. He doesn't embezzle from the orphanage. He embezzles from the company, and he gives the money to the orphanage.
No, I think he should embezzle from the orphanage.
No, see, the whole point is the guy has an ambiguous nature. And the old lady and later the rest of the people in the family, they all sort of project onto him their own ideas of what they think he represents. Maybe he's a crook, maybe he's a saint.
What if we moved it straight at the end?
You don't think it would look awkward?
I don't think so.
Maybe he could get bumped off by the mob.
What?
No,
I mean, maybe he's got gambling debts with the mob.
I like
it's
that.
not that kind of a story.
What story?
Ralph's a writer.
Ralph's a writer?
No, I'm not.
Hey, anything published?
No,
You know, I read a statistic somewhere.
let me guess.
Less than 10%.
Oh, no, it's less than 5%, Jeff.
And 64% close after the first weekend.
Yeah, and most of the rest close a few weeks later.
And failed playwrights have a 23% higher suicide rate than the average public.
And those that don't commit suicide often find themselves in dead-end jobs that ultimately smother their creative drive.
Yeah. So what's your new one about?
What would you say it's about?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it's a black comedy about a disturbed Vietnam vet who gets impaled on punji stakes.
Fuji sticks.
No, he's murdered by the mob.
Oh, and then this whole lady in the family, she decides to do the
Oh,
funeral.
and the whole family projects onto him what they think he represents.
He's ambiguous.
I don't know what they're talking about.
Ambiguous.
I like this. You know, it reminds me of that movie, A Simple Plan.
Oh, I love
Remember?
that.
So did I.
No, it's not like a simple plan, all right? This is a story that's been growing inside me for a long time, all right? It's not just a bunch of ideas that you can slap together like you're scrapbooking or something.
Well, excuse us.
A great author's a little temperamental.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
You know, Ralph, we only ask you about your stories because we like them.
I know, it's just that I shouldn't talk about them before they're ready.
Oh, come on, what can it hurt?
It's not a good idea.
Well, you don't think we're smart enough to get it?
That's not it.
So how does it end?
I really don't want to talk
Oh,
about it.
come on, Ralph, don't be so pretentious.
I'm not being pretentious!
Then tell us how it ends.
All right. So the old lady in the family, she starts putting together this elaborate funeral pageant, mythologizing the guy as a war hero saint. But some of the other people in the family...
Now, what's your point?
I'm trying to tell you.
Your main idea?
People see what they want to see.
What's your opening scene?
You gotta grab your audience right from the start.
Less than 5%.
I know!
It's 64% close after the first week.
And failed playwrights have a 23% higher suicide rate.
Stop it!
My sister's brother-in-law was a failed playwright. Slit his wrist in the bathtub. They found him 2 days later, all discolored and putrid, bloated up like a whale.
And he was one of the lucky ones.
Stop it!
Bloated up like a whale.
That is so sad.
23% higher.
Unrecognizable, they said.
Oh, I can't imagine the smell.
Didn't even look human.
I'll bet his face was just kind of...
They said it was gruesome.
Well, at least he's out of his misery.
Stop it!
Anyway, finish your story, Ralph.
You know, he really should get impaled on Fuji sticks.
What are Punji stakes?
He could get impaled on the Punji stakes after the mafia shoots him.
I like that.
So,
How
does it end?